Hey guys, welcome to another weekly analysis by Analytics. So this is our week 7. As pointed out last week, we were bullish on ETH and BTC because ETH was launching the 2.0 proof of stake, proof of work transformation was coming, and that's what happened. It broke its 2 years resistance and went up to $440, which is quite good, which is quite significant, and that was 100% again predicted by us. Uh, exactly, and as you can see over here, we predicted this breakout. Like in if this breaks at this line, this resistance level, it is going to be absolutely crazy and absolutely fantastic, and that's what happened. We're here. BTC is yet to break its 11,000 and 13,000 levels. As you can see, it pointed out by the two circles over there that it still is not there. It's still trying to you know uh, basically break those levels. Those are last year it reached the 13,000 levels, but it couldn't break. So it'll be interesting to see whether this year the same thing happens or not, and what is the bottom like, or is it going to consolidate and going to go back. So it's going to be interesting to see how the markets turn out. Chainlink, as I said, we identified it at $7. Today it's trading at $17. It was predicted by us in July first week. As you can see the link of the article, you can have a good look over there. And it's today is $17. We are still bullish, and we predict that will reach $30 by the end of this year because of the amount of promising projects Chainlink has been involved in, and there's been a lot of accumulation happening this week. So forecast for this week. So the price war of BTC, that's 11,000, 13,000, continues. But ETH recently broke the 420 resistance, which is a 2-year high. So it'll be interesting to see where ETH goes. ETH's next significant resistance zone is around 790. But before that, it'll be interesting to see for how long it will consolidate between the regions of 500 and 600. Gold and BTC, they both declined last week, but they eventually bounced back, which is always a good bullish sign. Similarly, S&P 500 was unable to break its resistance, and there was some bullish news because Biden's pick for VP, Kamala Harris, is pro markets, and she has. Let's see, if it allows the S&P to break its resistance level, which is the all-time high level. So today's week we're going to cover where will ETH go. ETH recently broke its 2 years resistance, and we believe that that was because of the ETH 2.0 launch was one of the fundamental reasons, and we believe that it should reach around 500 and 600 levels, and it should consolidate between those regions, and there shouldn't be a downward correction route, and that is what we're predicting this week. So what supports our argument is because despite breaking the 455, we didn't see a large decline in the market as we generally see whenever a big resistance is broken. And there's a record high of $1.5 billion of open interest still open on ETH. And which basically means that traders are still bullish and could see ETH go to the levels of 500 and 600 levels. The increase in popularity of DeFi, and that has led to 97% of the overload on the ETH network, is basically gaining a lot of popularity, and there is no hard resistance of ETH till $790. So I think so before it reaches 790, 840, 850 levels, it will first consolidate between 500 and 600 levels before it shoots up even further. The open interest in the crypto market is around 4 billion, and ETH has 1.5 billion of all of the futures contract, which basically means that 40% of all the open interest is contributed by ETH. And this also indicates that we might not have seen the actual bull move, that we see 40% open interest market, that if a asset is controlling 40% of it. So we might see that there might be even further bullish momentum in ETH. Medalla, known as ETH 2.0, has seen 1 million ETH stake that is frozen on the network for a long period of time, that is minimum 2 years. So these are all the bullish sentiment that supports our argument for ETH. Who is winning gold, BTC, and S&P? Well, time will tell. But as previous week we discussed, the battle between the top three assets has begun, and BTC and gold have shown very strong resistance and strength, as they even declined to their lows, but they bounced back, which basically indicates that there is a good buying. And Warren Buffett, look at this guy, that guy is in gold now. The guy throughout his career has criticized gold and Bitcoin, has bet on Barrick Gold's a $565 million bet on Barrick Gold. It contradicts all its previous bearish sentiments, and he has just offloaded Goldman Sachs. He's just offloaded the banks, and now he's here. He's just offloaded Merrill Lynch. He's offloaded Wells Fargo, and now he's in gold. Welcome to the party, Warren. And as discussing about the gold, it declined back last week, but it retraced back to its high levels, as you can see, and it did not break its support level. Similarly, BTC has been fighting at the 11,000 levels to break the 11,000 and go to 13,000 and then eventually break that. And the next significant resistance for BTC is 17,000. And if it unable to break the 13,000 barrier, then we could see it consolidating near 9,000, or it might even decline below that. But looking at the fundamentals, we are heavily optimistic about the asset. So S&P 500 is planning to break its all-time high, and Democratic Party announcement of Kamala Harris could help it to break it. But if S&P 500 breaks it, then BTC and gold will definitely decline. But another contradicting statement is that UK and France have both entered into official recession, and it could continue till 2021. But we will need to see whether S&P 500 actually breaks its all-time high and how long that run continues, because on the macro level there is not a lot of positive news, and whether it could be a short-lived run which could continue till early 2021 until the new president candidate or a next announcement of the president takes place. So it'll be interesting to see how long the S&P 500 could actually stay alive, even if it breaks its resistance. Our new altcoin, guys, we're back this month with our latest altcoin, that is Tron. People hate it, we love it. That's the basic motto. Last time when we picked our altcoin, it appreciated by 150% in 30 days time. Well, we don't always expect that to happen, but we always give our vision for the long term. Tron on its network supports more than 1,000 dApps. That's decentralized application. And it also is the owner of BitTorrent. Guys, we've all used Torrent. It owns Torrent. So any file share that happens with Torrent is paid through TRX, and hence, recently the transaction touched 2 billion transfers and has about 170 million users on the BitTorrent network. Another factor that support is that latest announcement by the genius Justin Sun, who had his lunch with Warren Buffett for $3.5 million last year, has just announced that TRC20 tokens are going to look forward for decentralized finance, and he's currently launching his own exchange for decentralized exchange, basically for liquidating of these tokens. And he also launched his own stable coin, JST coin, which was sold in 5 minutes and will operate on TRC20 token. So that means he's trying to create its own DeFi network, launching more DeFi things, creating his own DeFi exchange, and has created its own stable coin. He's created his own goddamn ecosystem. So right now Tron is priced at $0.02. I feel it's a good bet. Just buy about 50,000 or 100,000 Trons and just hold it. Another good advantage of Tron is that it is staking coin, so it keeps on giving reward as dividends to the investors. And I feel like looking at the chart, we feel that there's a bottom at 0.015 which has been made. So even if you buy it now, we might just see a small correction till 0.015 maybe, or 0.001. But it's very small margins. But there's a significant resistance at 0.04. So if that is broken, we could see it going up to 0.1 or 0.12. But currently on the macro levels, looking at the stock markets and everything are not so bullish, and I wouldn't put a penny over there. I feel penny like small altcoins could be a good alternative. We are 70% bullish, even more than last week, and 30% bearish this week, and we hope to see our predictions come true. Happy trading, guys, and subscribe to analytics. Recently we reached 100% accuracy in about 45 days. We have 45 days without a false trade. Man, that's unstoppable. All right, guys, take care. Happy trading.